All right, take two. I tried to record this and I totally screwed it up, but I kept dropping everything. Anyhow, this is going to be a quicker video. I showcased this in a image and someone asked for some more information because I personally think Neca made one of their best Marty McFly likenesses, and it's a hidden sculpt that you don't know you already own. What am I talking about? Part 1 Marty McFly. There's a few different versions. Don't mind the audition Marty in the back. I screwed up and thought he was included, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But part 1 came with the open mouth, relaxed Marty, and he also came with the rock and roll Marty. Now, if you can see, it's kind of like a closed mouth, relaxed Marty. And if you get rid of the shades, you have underneath a complete sculpt, eyes and all. A lot of times in the past, Neca wouldn't do anything. The glasses would just be on the face and there wouldn't even be eyes. It would plug into his eyeballs. But this time, Neca has just taken a, the metal. It feels like a little metal or aluminum, and just put it and plugged it into the side of his head there and did a little dab of glue. Now, I'll tell you about taking it off in a second, but I think this is my favorite head sculpt out of all the ones for Marty for part 1, including the ones they give you with the audition Marty, which I think is just the concern face when he gets yelled at, like, hey, that's too loud. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you get the concern face and then the regular open mouth face with the audition. And then with part 1 Marty, you get the regular open mouth, and then you get the glasses with the closed mouth. Now I found, what did I find out? I think I found a Marty for 11 bucks on sale. I found a Marty and 2 docs. So I grabbed one, and then I decided, since I have 2, I was going to just take a little pair of pliers, pinch this, wiggle it, and slowly pull it out. It's only in the sculpt a little bit, and it's dabbed with a dab of glue. Then once it's off, you have a complete new head sculpt. However, there's 2 little holes. Now I left a little bit there. What I did, just so I can show you guys for the review, what I did was I packed in a little bit of air dry clay, packed it in there, let it dry up. I left a little bit there just so I knew where to point. This side I think I did close up all the way. You can't even see it. I closed that up all the way with air dry clay. And then what I did is I just got some brown, and I mixed up some brown with, I think it was like a black, and a little bit of a cream, just to get it as close as I could with Marty's hair. Once it was dry, I painted it, and that was it. That's all you need to do. And if you want to go one step farther, add a dab of gloss on the eyes, and it really brings out the sculpt. Do that for all your human characters. But you can still see the little hole I left right there. And then this is what it looks like if you fill it completely. And I did this quick too, because I knew no one's going to even notice unless I point it out. But that's how you take the rock and roll Marty. Don't confuse it with the audition Marty, because these 2 come in the same box. That's how you take the one on the left and turn it into the one on the right. And I believe, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that creates one of the best looking Marty McFlys that Neca has. It's a run for, I don't know, it's a tough one. These are my 2 favorite likenesses. Now the bear sculpt that the sculptor did, see, I'm dropping everything again. The bear sculpt is on point. If you look up images, it looks a lot like Michael J. Fox. Something happens, and it's similar to the McCready, and I believe it has to do with the fact that they have softer features. Something happens. If they're not distinctive looks and shapes to the face like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Doc, I mean, look at Doc. He has a very distinctive face, with just the way his face is shaped and the wrinkles and yada, yada, yada. It's so much easier to get those looks down than something with soft features. So somewhere between the sculpt and the paint, they lost a little bit, but I still think it's pretty damn close for a $30 figure. And if you get it on sale, you don't have anything to complain about, because if you bought it for $11, shut up and go home, you know? Anyhow, that's pretty much it. That's how you get an extra head sculpt. And I know for some hardcore fans, that's going to be enough for you. You're going to want to yank off those shades. I don't even know if I'm sure people already did a video about it, because I would imagine this figure's been out a while, and he's pretty friggin' cool. I don't think this is the best one. I think mine has a little bit of crooked eyes, but still, I dig that sculpt a lot. Just the regular chill look, and it goes well with the open mouth, relaxed. I'm having a tough time figuring out which one I like better, but it doesn't matter. That's pretty much it. I can ramble forever. I think the Back to the Future is exciting because of how iconic they look. Instead of having a poster on your wall, I say this all the time, you get figures that from a distance, when you glance on your shelf, looks just like the friggin' movie. So we got Back to the Future, and my newest favorite, The Thing. I got The Thing videos up on the channel already. Check those out. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to shut up. If you guys have anything you want to check out, I got some NECA videos coming where I show off warming them up. Sometimes some of this is real old news for me, so I don't think, you know, it's new news for anyone else. So I just don't even talk about it, like how to strip the paint, how to warm the joints, because I started learning how to strip these because I wanted to make my own characters, actually. Actually paying NECA to create characters for my comic, Doomsday Kingdom. That's what got me into stripping these down. Here's Doomsday Kingdom. If you want to check this out, Indiegogo. Just go to Indiegogo and type in Doomsday Kingdom. $30. Look at that bloody blood splatter on the cover. It looks great. Don't it look still wet? $30. You get 130 pages of zombie gore. Zombie goodness. It's the first 5 issues. I wish I can show you something epic. Here's a little street with some stuff going down. However, yeah, I don't want to spoil you, but it's got some cool stuff there. Look at that. I love that page. Anyway, I wanted to make some characters, and I think I want to go with NECA or NECA-like. If I went with, you know, how to say, like an independent, up-and-coming, lesser-known. I think this is the direction I really want to go. It was a toss-up between NECA and McFarlane Toys, but I think NECA wins, just edges him out a little bit, just based off of the articulation. Now, that's what I'm not talking about for collectors. I'm talking about if I wanted to make a toy based on my character from my comic, the articulation and the sculpt and detail wins for NECA hands down, because they have everything. It's the sculpt, the details, the accessories, the articulation, whereas McFarlane can get really good details and weathering, but they've been, I don't know what they're doing with their articulation is terrible, I think. Anyway, thoughts and opinions down below. I'm out of here.